Sonny's coming home! Tottenham confirms Son Heung-min's return in surprise announcement. Tottenham have confirmed that club legend Son Heung-min is set to return to North London to watch next week's Champions League fixture with Slavia Prague. The forward, who moved on to MLS side Los Angeles FC for a 20 million fee in the summer, will now get the chance to say a proper goodbye to the club's fans at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on December 9th. Son heading back to Spurs. Spurs have made a surprise announcement and confirmed that Son will be in attendance for their next Champions League match. Son moved to MLS straight after Spurs' pre-season tour of Asia, where he said an emotional farewell to the club in front of adoring fans in South Korea, and will now get the chance to say a proper farewell at Tottenham's home ground. Tottenham said in a statement, Sonny will take to the pitch before the team walkouts ahead of the 20-bus kickoff against the Czech champions. He will then have the opportunity to personally address the supporters that took him into their hearts following his arrival from Bayer Leverkusen in 2015 and treasured him for the next 10 years. It is sure to be an emotional occasion in N17. It will be emotional, Son relishing return. Son has also admitted it's going to be an emotional affair when he returns to North London. He told the club's media, "When I announced my difficult decision to leave Spurs in the summer, it was in Korea and I never got a proper chance to say goodbye to fans at the stadium. Now I am so happy because I am going to come back to London on 9th December for the Champions League match and be able to tell the Spurs fans in person just how much their support and love over 10 years has meant to me and my family. It will be emotional, but it's important for me and the club that this happens." Spurs have also confirmed that work is continuing on a mural on Tottenham High Road to pay tribute to Son that will further celebrate the legacy that Sonny has left in this part of North London. The design has been chosen by the man himself and is due to be finished in time for the club legend's visit on December 9th. Son thriving in Los Angeles. Son has been thriving in MLS with LAFC since his summer move from Spurs, the South Korea. International scored 12 goals and grabbed 4 assists for his new side in just 13 appearances before the end of the MLS season. LAFC's campaign ended with a playoff defeat to the Vancouver Whitecaps, leaving Son with time to head back home for an emotional reunion with Spurs. The 33-year-old spent a decade in North London, scoring 173 goals during his time with the Lily Whites, and departed after captaining the club to Europa League glory over Manchester United. The win sealed a first trophy for Tottenham in 17 years and further cemented Son's place in the club's history. What next for Son? Although Son will be in North London next week, he has played down talk of a playing return to Spurs during the MLS off-season. There had been speculation that the South Korean ace could look for a temporary transfer over the winter, but Son has made his loyalty to his new club crystal clear. "I've never spoken to any club about a winter move. Such talk is simply untrue," he told TV Chosun. "For me, showing respect to my club and giving everything where I play, that's what matters most. That won't change. I will not leave LAFC this winter or ever while I'm here. I respect this club deeply. As long as I'm wearing this badge, there will be no such thing as a loan or a move. Never." Arne Slot responds to Mohamed Salah question after Liverpool decision, "I won't say." Mohamed Salah was left out of the Liverpool starting dance for the second successive game, but Arne Slot refused to offer any hints on whether he would return versus Leeds. Liverpool head coach Arne Slot. Arne Slot says he has not decided yet whether Mohamed Salah will come back into the Liverpool team for the visit to Leeds United on Saturday after the Egyptian came off the bench against Sunderland. Salah began well after coming on at Anfield, but quickly tailed off. Liverpool went behind before drawing level through a Nordi Mukiele own goal that was forced by good work from Florian Wirtz. But Liverpool has arguably looked more stable without Salah in the side. There is a genuine question about whether or not Slot would be better sticking with his starters from West Ham and Sunderland, or twisting and bringing his number 11 back in. "It has nothing to do with Mo or anyone," Slot said live on Sky Sports. "I have not given a thought to how we will play at the weekend against Leeds. I have an idea who will start, but I won't say." Liverpool had lost its last 2 home games against Nottingham Forest and PSV. Stopping that run was a positive at least, as was finally earning a point from a losing position. It could easily have been a defeat for Liverpool had Federico Chiesa not blocked a shot on the line late on. Florian Wirtz's equalizer for Liverpool against Sunderland has gone down as an own goal. "He kept running and that's why he cleared the ball," Slot said. "We scored less than we could have scored and the opponent was quite good in the moments they had. There is a reason why we couldn't beat them and why other teams have struggled to beat them. A game where we didn't concede a lot or create a lot and were really unlucky with the goal we conceded. It was a deflection and could have gone anywhere, but in the period we are in, it went in. The Dutchman's side has the trip to Elland Road coming up next, before a visit from Brighton and then an away game at Spurs. As it stands, though, it is only 2 points off Chelsea in fourth. The standings are very congested heading into the festive period. On Wirtz's goal, he added, "That was lucky as well, but it was a chance that he might have been." Not a lot of chances for both teams. We were very unlucky in the second half. In one moment, we conceded, but we came back strong. Liverpool told exactly what they need to do if they want to sign Marc Guéhi in January. Liverpool know that there will be strong competition for Marc Guéhi in the summer. The Reds were keen to upgrade their backline over the summer, and they did that by signing Giovanni Leoni, but they still wanted at least one more. It looked like they were going to get that with Guéhi too, but the deal collapsed at the 11th hour, with this proving to be costly based on how Liverpool have started the season. Join our newsletter for news and smart analysis. Who is your dream Liverpool January signing? They still remain very keen on the Englishman, though, but with the Crystal Palace captain out of contract in the summer, they will have to weigh up what to do. If they wait until the summer, they could miss out. So making a move in January might be their best bet, although they have been told exactly what they will need to do if that is the case. Liverpool must try and sign Marc Guéhi as early as possible in January. Guéhi has established himself into one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League, so it is no surprise that he is so in demand. Liverpool will feel they deserve to get him, however, after what happened in the summer, so they could be tempted by a January move to get there first. Pulling such a deal off will be very tricky though, but journalist Mark Ogden has suggested that they must go in for him early so that Palace have time to find a replacement. So I'm sure Liverpool will try, and I think they'll have to try early because they have to try early enough so that Palace can get somebody in to replace him, he said on the Football Reporters podcast. I think Man City will be interested in Marc Guéhi. I'm pretty sure Chelsea will be as well. So they won't lack interest, and even the big clubs in Europe, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, have all been linked with Marc Guéhi in recent months. The chances of signing Marc Guéhi in January are slim. Whether it is possible or not, Liverpool need to at least try and sign Guéhi in the new year, as he could be the answer to a lot of their problems. Liverpool's top 10 biggest January signings. Palace are very much a selling club as well, meaning that they would likely jump at the chance of getting a decent fee for him instead of letting him go for nothing. The Athletic report that their chances of getting him early are slim, though, but that does not mean impossible. With an early move, their best chance, as Ogden stated. Either way, Liverpool's January plans will be impacted by what happens in the coming weeks, with failure to pick up consistent wins, perhaps leading to a big mid-season spend. Liverpool in pole position for elite winger as spectacular 108 double deal-eyed. Bournemouth winger and Liverpool target Antoine Semenyo. Liverpool are leading the charge for Antoine Semenyo, but must fight off a potential Manchester City hijack for the Bournemouth star. The race for Semenyo is heating up as Liverpool, City, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur are all watching him with keen interest. Bournemouth are at growing risk of losing their talisman as his $65 million, 74 metatons, 86 meters release clause could be triggered in January. Liverpool, Man City to fight for Antoine Semenyo. Our transfer insider Fraser Fletcher has confirmed that Liverpool are long-term admirers of Semenyo and remain frontrunners to prize him away from the South Coast. Their pursuit is being led by sporting director Richard Hughes, who signed the winger for Bournemouth in January 2023. Liverpool view Semenyo as the ideal successor for Mohamed Salah, particularly after the Anfield icon was benched during the 2-0 win at West Ham United on Sunday. But the Reds are wary of City hijacking their plans. Sources state that City have made formal contact with Bournemouth, teeing up a potential swoop for Semenyo. The 25-year-old is keen to engage in talks with Pep Guardiola's side. Tottenham dream of signing both Porto striker Samu Aguehawa and Semenyo in a transformative winter window, but the latter is more likely to join Liverpool or City as things stand. FSG ready bid for Real Madrid ace. Liverpool owners Fenway Sports Group, FSG, could make a statement in January by snaring Semenyo alongside Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga. As per court offside, the Reds are expected to offer 60 mimarce, 53 metre, 70 menace for Camavinga. Liverpool are preparing a serious move, feeling Madrid boss Xabi Alonso does not see the midfielder as a crucial player. Camavinga has played 14 times so far this season, though many of those appearances have come from the bench. Bundesliga signing battle begins. Rising Germany star Hasan Ouedraogo could be an alternative if Liverpool fail to capture Camavinga. German newspaper Bild report that Liverpool, Arsenal, and Barcelona have all joined the hunt for the 19-year-old midfielder. Scouts from all over Europe have been dazzled by Ouedraogo's excellent displays this term. He has notched 3 goals and 4 assists in 12 matches so far. Not only is Ouedraogo a target for Liverpool, Arsenal, and Barca, but he also made his senior Germany debut last month. The list of clubs pursuing the teenager is growing, as Man Utd and Chelsea were credited with interest on November 25th. Liverpool transfer news as contract agreement close and new club enters Marc Guéhi race. The latest Liverpool transfer news as the Reds continue to work on tying Ibrahima Konate down to a new contract, while fresh competition to sign Marc Guéhi has emerged. Marc Guéhi will be a man in demand next year. Liverpool is reportedly edging closer to an agreement over a new contract for Ibrahima Konate amid Real Madrid's decision to shelve its interest in the France international. Team Talk reports that Liverpool has started to see fresh promise that an agreement with Konate could be reached after months of slow negotiations. The Reds will not pay over the odds to try and keep Konate, but their negotiating position has been strengthened and Konate's weakened by Madrid's change of heart. The reason behind Madrid's decision to withdraw its apparent interest in Konate is not clear, but the player's terrible form must surely factor into things. The French defender had a good 2024-25 campaign, establishing himself as Virgil van Dijk's first-choice partner, but he has been among Liverpool's worst performers this term. Spanish outlet Defensa Central reported last week that Konate's poor form is indeed the reason behind Madrid turning its attention elsewhere. They, Real Madrid, consider him, Konate, one of the best centre-backs currently available, but in recent months his performance has been below his usual standard, it said. Ibrahima Konate's current deal is due to expire at the end of next June. Since his signing wasn't entirely finalized, this has affected the club's plans, ultimately leading them to rule out the possibility of acquiring him. Guéhi heading to Madrid? Madrid could instead look to sign Marc Guéhi as a free agent when his Crystal Palace contract expires at the end of the campaign. Guéhi remains a top target for Liverpool, but the Reds no longer have the free run at the Palace captain that they appeared to have over the summer. Palace agreed to sell Guéhi to Liverpool on deadline day, only to pull the plug on the deal due to Palace manager Oliver Glasner's concerns over a lack of squad depth. Liverpool is now likely to face plenty of competition to sign Guéhi in 2026 because a transfer fee will not be required to sign him. Caught Offside reports that Atletico Madrid is the latest club to enter the race to sign the England international, with Diego Simeone's backline currently going through a transitional period. Guéhi is viewed as an appealing option on a free transfer, with the player's leadership skills, tactical awareness, and composure all viewed as desirable traits by Atleti's manager. A number of other European giants like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Inter Milan are all said to be interested in signing Guéhi, who has established himself as one of the Premier League's best centre-backs over the last 18 months. Vinicius Jr. fallout with Xabi Alonso puts Liverpool and Man Utd on alert. Premier League sides Liverpool and Manchester United are among those on red alert after Vinicius Jr. told La Liga giants Real Madrid he does not wish to renew his contract at the club while Xabi Alonso is in charge, reports the Mirror. The Brazilian is growing increasingly disillusioned with life in the Spanish capital under the former Bayer Leverkusen boss, who came in as Carlo Ancelotti's replacement over the summer. Vinicius has scored 5 goals and provided a further 4 assists in Spain's top tier this term. However, he reacted angrily to being substituted in Real Madrid's 2-1 El Clasico win over Barcelona last month, which has prompted speculation that he may look to leave the club in January. "I'm leaving the team, it's better if I leave." After storming off the pitch, the Brazil international could be heard shouting, "Always me, I'm leaving the team, it's better if I leave, I'm leaving."